It is Sarah Snook playing 26 characters from the novel. It is a combination of super contemporary theatre making with Steadicam operators and LED screens that fly through the air and all of these costume changes and set elements being displayed for the audience. But also at its heart is this very ancient form of theatre making where there's one performer who's telling you the story. It's coming to life for you in your mind.
And Dorian is a young person experiencing life and maybe adult freedoms for the first time and becomes corrupted by an older gentleman, Lord Henry. He makes a wish to have his portrait age instead of himself, and so that he can remain beautiful and untouched for the rest of his life. And the consequences of that, having a physical manifestation of one's soul external to your body, how that impacts him throughout his life and where he goes in that journey is what the story, is about.
What was it when this project came in front of you? You were like, I need my fingers in this. I need to do this project.
I mean, playing one character for 10 years and now I get to play 26 at once. It's an easy answer. Yeah, I think that was a huge draw in one sense is the ability to play lots of different characters. And I've always wanted to do character acting as part. I always feel like that's closer to who I am. You'd want to be a leading lady as well as a character actor at the same time. And this is the best kind of vehicle to do that with. And also just the ability to, well, the excitement of working on West End and getting to do that with Kip, and then the prospect of getting to go to Broadway was incredibly tempting. And here we are.
First of all, where did the spark of this idea of translating this to a play? And then also, was there like a moment of like intimidation of like, oh wait, I have to add words to Oscar Wilde's like this novel? Tell me what that was like.
Well, that was paralyzing. That was terrifying. Because this is one of the great writers, the past couple of centuries, and with a very specific style, a very specific rhythm and sense of humor, and who I have a huge amount of respect for. So I wanted to do justice to Oscar's story, but also find a way to make it new and contemporary and really bring it afresh for theatre audiences. So it was daunting sitting at my laptop, typing away, going, gosh, I hope this works. But it's amazing, and I think a testament to the original novel to see audiences respond to it, because it's such a modern story.
Sarah, one thing that I'm really excited to see about the show is that I don't think we see a lot of representation of female drag or women doing drag. And one thing that I love, one of my icons, RuPaul always says, is that you always discover something about yourself when you're in drag. Is there anything that you've discovered about yourself or these characters once you actually got into the actual physical part of drag?
That's a very good question. I love playing all these characters, and I think the sort of maybe the scary revelation was that I really enjoyed playing Lord Henry the most. But in terms of discovering about myself, I think, Kip speaks to this better than I can in terms of an eloquence. But part of the dramaturgy of this is about having a female actress play lots of different characters, most of them male, and how gender can be a performance in that way. And I think the revelation in some ways for me is that you have all these feelings whether you're male or female. You have all these concerns, fears of beauty, age, and how you are perceived by your peers and how you are perceived by society, whether you are male or female.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to see Sarah take on those different characters. I think your Lord Henry is particularly delicious. And in many ways, Lord Henry, and Wilde says that, is the kind of public version of Wilde. It's sort of like at the center of how we understand Wilde. But I particularly, one of the things that I'm most proud of in the production is that in the second half of the piece, the notion of gender in the beginning is very binary. In the second half, it explodes the binary, and I think people of all genders see themselves within this character of Dorian, and that for me is a triumph to open up this story in a way where irrespective of your gender identity, you can see yourself as this person, and I think that's very true to the queer spirit of Oscar Wilde.
Thank you all so much. Cannot wait to come see the show. Thank you.
Thank you.